Jimmy y'all gonna say what? Wait a minute. That was funny. Y'all just don't know why. Hey, look. See, it's doing that mirror thing up there. See it? It makes me like, I wonder if you can see it in the video, if it's just on the screen. Okay, so, look. I look like I got an eye infection, y'all, but I don't. She hit me twice. Alright, so, kids ain't gonna see this shit, right? So, this is exactly this one. Headboard. Y'all, look. This is from parent to parent. This is conversation is not for children. So if you are under 18, let's go ahead and let's be responsible here. If you're under 18, please stop listening. But if you, I am not your Uncle Robbie, right? And if I am, you got shitty parents for letting you listen to this, and I'm telling you to not from this point forward, okay?
We'll be happy, by the way.
Right. And we're going to tell you, parents to parents and grown-ups to grown-ups, let's talk about real stories, okay? Let's talk about some real shit right now. All right, like, first off, why my shoulders all jacked up? Like, I don't know. Anyway, um, so, you ever had an intimate moment that, well, gets intimate? The headboard gets involved, and you're like, oh shit, that's loud. And you're like, fuck it, it's 2:30 in the morning. But then, you know, everything's done, and you catch your breath an hour later, and you're like panting under the air conditioner. You're like trying to turn the heater off and reach over to the AC. And you're like, fucking button ears. You know, so you get it on, and you catch your breath. You're like, oh, okay. She gets up, she walks across the house because you know no smoking in the house and stuff, right? You know. And then one of the kids goes, "What are you doing?" I think you tell it.
Oh my god.
You tell it.
So I go out to smoke a cigarette, and my 19-year-old is up, big shocker, and he comes out and he says, "Mom, is everything okay?" And I'm like, "I think so. Is everything okay?" He says, "Mom, someone was just knocking on the door." And so I play it off. I go to the door and I'm like, "Who would be knocking on the door at 2 o'clock in the morning, son?" And he said, "I don't know. Don't look. Don't peek." And I'm like, "Well, the door's locked. It's okay. They can't get in." And he was like, "Mama, why are you up?" I said, "I needed to smoke a cigarette." So he says, "I want to see the C chord." We have a whole conversation because we're going to do another Oculus. And I'm like, "Well, Robbie can get you one cheaper than $80." He's like, "Is he awake?" And I said, "Kind of, not really." And he said, "Well, don't wake him up." Yeah. He was kind of awake. And here we are. There's my story.
So she comes in and she tells me this story, and I look fucking ridiculous. Why are you so cute? And I look like fucking like Rob Zombied me. So she comes in and she says, "Hey, this is what happened," and I'm like, she tells me, I'm like, I started, and she's like, "What?" I'm like, because when that shit was going on, you had your feet up on the headboard and bam, bam, bam,
I
bam, bam.
got my foot hooked up under the headboard, so it was bang, bang, bang. I know exactly what he was talking about, but I so played that off. I was like, whoa, like.
But she ruined it when she told me about it, and I'm like, ah. Because I told her, I said, you know what's funny about that? Because when that was happening, and then it stopped, I'm like, hey, that was loud. Wait, she bent her knees. And I started pushing on back up there and trying to get it doing it again. Because I had my face buried right here. Right here. And I was rolling. I was dying. I was like, especially whatever. Anyway, so bad parent to bad parent, whatever, or whatever.
I think that was good.
Have you ever had your kids call you out? Like, the wham, the wham, the wham. Like, that's how you know I love her. Why? Because she don't walk straight when she goes to smoke a cigarette. Well, it was dark. She could have tripped over anything. She tripped over something, all right. My imagination. I love you, but let's go to sleep.
I love you too. Good night. Be happy.